Welcome y'all to Robyn on the Farm. Today I'm making a really easy bread machine recipe. Today I'm making milk bread, and I'm going to make one loaf entirely in my bread machine, and I'm going to make another loaf using my bread machine dough cycle, and then I'm going to bake it in the oven. This is a really yummy recipe, super easy to throw together. Let's just get started. This bread machine milk bread only has 6 ingredients, and it's just so simple and fast to throw together, and it's so good. I'm going to throw all of my ingredients into my bread machine loaf pan. This is my Zojireshi bread machine, and it has the double paddles, and it's just fantastic. So I'm going to get started with 1 1/4 cups of milk. This is whole milk, but you can use any kind of milk alternative or skim milk or anything that you want. But I did pop this into the microwave for about a minute. You want it to be about 100 or 110 degrees just to help your yeast to activate. And our next ingredient is butter. This is 2 tablespoons of melted butter. This is a really cool Lodge cast iron melting pot, and I've started using it to melt all my butter because I have had so many butter explosions in my microwave. So this thing is really helping. So you want 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You can also use oil if you'd rather do that, but 2 tablespoons of some kind of fat for this bread. Next, you want 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm just using plain white sugar. You can also use pure maple syrup or honey if you'd like to, or you can totally leave out the sweetener if you don't want your bread to be sweet at all. And next we need 3 cups of flour. You can use bread flour, you can use all-purpose flour. I typically use bread flour just because I like the rise and the texture that I get from that higher protein content of that flour. But I'm using all-purpose flour today, and it's gonna work just fine. So you want 3 cups of flour. Our next ingredient is salt. I'm gonna use this Redmond's Real Salt. This is really cool salt. It's North American fine ancient sea salt, which I think is really cool, and it's a really pretty color too. So I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of this salt. I'm gonna pour it over here, not over my loaf pan, just in case I over pour the salt. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of salt, just put that right on into your loaf pan. Isn't that a pretty color? But you can also just use plain old white table salt. That works just fine. Use whatever you have. And our last ingredient is yeast. I'm gonna use this Bella Rise instant yeast, but I just as often use my active dry yeast in this bread. So you can use instant yeast, active dry yeast, bread machine yeast, whatever you have. I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of yeast. You can make a little well if you want to, but I make this bread so often I know that I really don't need to do that when I'm using my bread machine. But you can make a well if you want and put your yeast in that. But since we're gonna go ahead and throw this in the bread machine right now, you really don't need to. Those are all 6 of our ingredients for our bread machine milk bread. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the bread machine. All right, I have my loaf pan in my bread machine. I'm gonna go ahead and just choose a basic white cycle and let this get going. This is gonna take a little bit more than 3 hours. And at the end of 3 hours, we're gonna have a glorious loaf of bread machine milk bread. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna make fantastic sandwiches. But the most important part of using your bread machine to make bread is to check on your ball of dough just a few minutes into the cycle. I wanna make sure it's not too wet or not too dry. So I'm gonna close this door, and in a few minutes, I'm gonna check on it and see if I need to add any more flour or water, but I will show you what it should look like in just a couple minutes. I've let all of the ingredients get incorporated into this ball of dough, and it's looking really good. Now, if this was sticking to the sides and to the bottom, I would know that it's too wet, and I would add probably about 1/8 of a cup of flour to get started and see if I can get it looking more like this. If it was really dry and crumbly, I'd add about 1 tablespoon more of water until it looks like this. So this is what you want your ball of dough to look like just a few minutes into the kneading cycle. Now it is tacky, but not too sticky. It's looking smooth and it's looking great. So now I can confidently shut the door of my bread machine and know that my loaf of bread is gonna turn out fantastic. These are the exact same ingredients, the exact same recipe as our bread machine milk bread, but I'm gonna get this one going into a different bread machine, and I'm gonna use the dough cycle. The dough cycle is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out my dough and shape it into a loaf. My other loaf of bread is still baking in the bread machine, but the dough cycle is done. So the dough cycle takes about an hour and a half. So this is what it looks like. It rose fantastically in the dough cycle. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this out from the loaf pan. And I'm just gonna press down this loaf. Press it down, and I'm gonna do the head down, shoulders in method to shape this loaf. I'm gonna pull the head down, pull the shoulders in, press it out, and then I'm gonna continue to roll it into a nice, tight log. That is looking good. I'm using my dough mat. I like to use the dough mat so that nothing gross on my countertop gets into my dough. Okay, so now I'm just gonna help the dough to relax. And I always try to get my dough to be about as long as my bread loaf pan. So this looks perfect. This is my cast iron bread loaf pan. Love the cast iron to bake my bread in. There's no chemicals, no coatings, nothing like that to get into our food. So now that I have this just rolled into a loaf, I'm gonna just plop that into my loaf pan, and there it is. I'm gonna let this rise on the countertop for about 30 minutes. And during that time, I'm gonna go ahead and get my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And then I'm gonna throw this in the oven and let it bake. And it is gonna be a fantastic, yummy loaf of bread machine milk bread. I will show it to you when it's time to go into the oven. I wanna let it rise just over this loaf pan. So I'll show it to you when it's ready so you know exactly what yours should look like. This milk bread dough has only been rising for about 20 minutes, but you can see it's peeking over the loaf pan and it is ready to go in the oven already. So I have my oven preheated at 350 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there for 30 minutes. It's been a few hours and our bread machine milk bread is done. Our loaves are ready. So this is the loaf that we made totally in the bread machine. Let's see, here we go. Okay, that one looks good. Now this one looks a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny shaped, but that's kind of the reality of using a bread machine. Every once in a while, it's gonna come out a little bit ugly, but that is okay. It's still gonna taste amazing. Now this is our loaf of bread that we made using the dough cycle and baked in the oven. Now this one is gorgeous. This is a beautiful loaf of bread right here. Look at that, so pretty. I do like the looks of the loaves baked in the oven using the bread machine dough cycle a little bit better than using the bread machine. But using the bread machine is very hands-off. It's a lot easier. It's a lot quicker when you don't have a lot of time during the day. This one I had to get out, shape, make sure it rose correctly, and then threw it in the oven. This one I just threw everything in the bread machine and it was ready in a few hours. So both are easy. This one's a little bit more convenient for those busy days, and this one, if you have a little extra time at home, maybe you want to make it this way. I do prefer the texture and the looks of this loaf a little bit better over my bread machine loaves. But they're both going to taste great. Now that they're out of the oven, they have been cooling for a little bit because they got done at different times, and I got a little bit busy with dinner. So they've been cooling on the counter. Now I have some melted butter in this little melting pot, and I'm just gonna use this basting brush, and I'm just gonna brush a little bit of melted butter on the tops of both of these loaves because I like the taste, I like the shine, and it kind of makes you have a little bit softer crust, which I really like. Okay, those look good. Now normally when I get my bread out of the oven, I'll turn it out of the loaf pan right away, brush it with butter, cover it with a tea towel so it gets nice, soft crust. And normally, when I get my bread out of the bread machine loaf pan, I'll do the exact same thing. Brush it with butter, cover it with a tea towel, and let it cool just a little bit if I have a little bit of time, because you'll get the best texture, the best crumb from your bread if you let it cool for a little bit. But these are already pretty cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut into these and we can compare these loaves. Now this is our bread machine milk bread. And it's just a really good, simple bread machine recipe. And I think it makes really good sandwich bread, good for snacking. Put a little bit of butter and jam on this bread. Ooh, so good. Look at that. Isn't that a nice looking crumb? That is a pretty loaf of bread. Okay, now I'm gonna cut into this one. Oh, they smell really good too. Look at that. It's a really soft delicate crumb bread. It's really good. So there we have it. We have our bread machine bread and we have our bread machine dough cycle bread. You can compare the two, decide which way you like to make your bread. There's things about making your bread totally in the bread machine, and there's also things about using the dough cycle and baking it in the oven. When I'm busy, this is how I do it, and when I have a little more time, this is how I prefer it. But I'm gonna leave the recipe for this bread machine milk bread down in the description. You can print out the recipe, you can make this bread. If you make it, let me know how you like it. Thank you so much for being here with me today on Robyn on the Farm. I have lots and lots and lots of bread machine recipes and other bread recipes too. Be sure to check them out, and I will see you next time on Robyn on the Farm. These bread bags are great for keeping your bread fresh. I like to leave them on the counter just like this, and we can pull out a piece and eat it. I will leave a link down below in case you're looking for some.
Robyn's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough. With flour on her apron, loving each need, ground wheat fresh, sowing her seed. The smell of